Hello YouTube, welcome back to Hamstermind, and let's continue collecting keys if I can. Actually, first of all, let's get rid of my face, which is blocking the important information in the top right corner. So, there's a star under that one. I really haven't been looking at the right hand side enough. 3 stars under that. Now, can I remember where the other... Been a few days since I played. I think this is another one with a key that I haven't yet managed to get. I hope that's right. So oh, I can flip, of course. And there's the key down there. Oh, interesting. So I do that. I need to get into the other side. Let's go this way. Right, through to here. Way. Right. The earth spins on itself and yet nothing falls. Right, let's see. But I have to drop. I can do that, but only if I can drop both the yellow and the red. Means I have to get down to the bottom section and push those blocks across. Which I probably should have done last time I was in that section partly. So the bottom section is that one. Let's see. No, that way. Okay. That's fine. That gives me access to push that block. And now I have to rotate that one 180 degrees to get at the other side. Okay. Let's flip it. Okay, 180 degrees. I want to be able to come through that guy either. So that way, I think it's flipped. Ah. Right. Fourth key. Let's flip camera do. Okay. Don't think I've done this one for the key. And I can go straight into section with the pony. And okay, I have to drop the red. Is that drop or pull? I have to get the red block out of the way. And then do some rotations. And the yellow box, so this one has to be this way. Okay. Get the receiver somewhere that it might work. It's red dropped. And the fifth key, I think, if I've counted right. This way. Still haven't figured out what that translation puzzle does. I'll worry about that later. Okay, down to the lights chamber. And this appears to be unlocked. Where does it lead? E1. Secret wing. The pyramid stops being polite. Oh gee, thank you. A glue. That's, I think, just telling me that there's a secret area in the lights chamber. Possibly. Oh goody, this one has got the star, which I have no idea what that does either, but since I haven't solved the previous one with the arrows, I'm not going to attempt that one right now. I'm going to have to come back and dedicate some time to the translation. Right, I have to get some light. Oh. That doesn't work quite yet. Okay, so that's no use unless I rotate this one. It's still no use. Because that's not lined up correctly. I want to get that angle eventually. Right, that's to get the top corner into a better position. It's still there are no other entrances. That lines up both ways, but this block. try that. And let me get up to there. Okay, that does let me through. Right. One light down. Doesn't help rotating that. It's not really getting me anywhere. I need to get into that main section. Is this one? Have this rotated. I have to get into the corridor to the right. Oh, which I could have done from that middle bit. Oh. No, I can't line up to that. Right. No, that's the one that's blocked still. So that way. I need to first rotate this up. But again, of course, the top is blocked. It's not going to connect. Tell. Need to get into that other top section there. We could do from there. This is no improvement at all on what I already had. Ah. Great, so now I can get to this one, but I've rotated the other block. It doesn't let me get out. At least it does let me get out. Right, I'm going to leave this puzzle for a bit. I'm going over the scarabs. Okay. The snake can't go in until at least some of the others. The wrong thing in there. Get it out. I want the spider and the blue one to be swapped around one. Let's move the spider to the bottom. I can get one thing in, two in, three in. Oh, it's been a while since I did one of those. Hamstein is waiting for you. Okay, 30 scarabs. Wow, there's quite a lot there. And there are some other unlocked rooms that I haven't tried yet, so maybe I can ignore E1 for a while. Aha, interesting. The number of scarabs you have has just activated an ancient mechanism. A door has been unlocked. Awesome, I'm going to check out what's inside. Right, did it unlock the door along here, or did we need more? Let's unlock the door here. King of the Hamsters. Freedom is the greatest reward. Okay. new costume. So let's take the hint. When a circle appears on one of the four symbols ICS of the square, it increases that symbol's weight by 1 for each time it is touched by another symbol. If the same symbol touches it multiple times, the weight increases by 1 for each contact. The filled circle works differently and is slightly more complex. It also affects the symbol's weight, but based on the number of intersections. Count the number of intersections between the filled circle and another mini symbol, choosing the one that allows the highest possible number of intersections. The same intersection cannot be counted more than once. Find the path that contains the most intersections between the filled circle and another mini symbol. I'm not entirely sure that I understood that. Let's have a look at the notebook. So, what I'm going to do, pause, I'm going to take copies of some of these and see if I can work out what those instructions actually meant. Okay. So. Circle appears, increases that symbol's weight by 1. So that was I just accepted 0. Oh, wait a minute. No, this one accepted 0 for the weight. Oh, touched by another symbol. Right, so this one accepts 1 for the weight of one of the lines because it's touched by another line. Right. And this one down here we have let me just make this a bit bigger so it's actually legible for people viewing the video. So yeah, we have one line is touched by one line, so we get a line with a 1 weight. One line is touched by 2 lines, so we get a line with a 2 weight. And this one's just 0, it doesn't have a circle. And then over to this side, we have a square which is touched by a line and a curve. The line doesn't have a circle, curve doesn't have a circle. This curve is touched by one thing. Okay, so those actually make sense now, I think. The filled circle affects the symbol's weight, but based on the number of intersections between the filled symbol and another mini symbol, choosing the one that has the highest possible number of intersections. Okay, let's see if I can make sense of that from here. So we need that for the open circle, and it has two intersections. That, the line with no circle, and that, the one with the solid circle, which I think has is the path 3. Something is taking shape. Look at patterns begin to emerge. Okay, I'm just going to screenshot that from the book as well. I'll be right back. Right, I've got copies of all of those saved, so I can try and work out later if I really understood them all. E1. Let's try what is presumably E2. Yep, E2. There. So the first thing I notice is this is a larger grid. Interesting, that's not blocked, but it might become blocked if I move things. Oh, there's a target. So what have I done these? Right. Here's the blue one. Oh, I see. I'm going to have to I can't put the blue block on the orange target, can I? I can, and it turns orange. Right. Does this help me? Because it lets me get through to here. Let's me rotate that. And then I could have gone this, I had to go the short route. There's no way back in here. And then there's a wall there. I'm not really sure what I'm actually trying to do with this. Now that of course blocks me. At some point it has to move across, but we need to get things lined up correctly first. Some definition of correctly. Why do I keep forgetting? I can't get into that corner because there's a wall in the way. So I have to take the top middle block first. Oh, of course, there's a second entrance, which I keep forgetting about, down at the bottom. I can't see how it could be made to be useful. Yeah. Push it, not pull it. Oh, the windows are suck around. Of course, I can't now get out this way to go and rotate things. Oh, if I'd left this pointing the other way, I could possibly put round. I'm not sure what this actually does to help. Oh, that one's painted the wrong way. How many times can you push this block around? Got it. And thank you for the shortcut exit. Oof. Okay, well, some progress made today. And a longer than usual episode for what I do for Hamstermind. Friendly warm-up. I notice there's an exclamation mark back right at the top, so let's go and have a look in the treasure room and then finish. That makes 3 solved. I'm practically becoming an expert in ancient languages. Haha, impressive. With this, the translation is coming along nicely. I'll write the next part in your notebook. So, Anne-Marie, did you finish the translation? I translated and drew the result in the final chapter of your notebook. I don't understand it at all, but I'm sure you'll know what it means. Oh, final chapter of the notebook. XXXXXX, explore other dimensions, and 5 birthday cakes, DDMMYY. Right. Some more puzzles to be solved. Okay, I will leave that there today. XXXX. Okay, we'll think more on these ones. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again soon, hopefully with another episode of Not Getting Very Far Through Hamstermind. Bye.